It's March, meaning spring is here, and I'm so excited for all the springtime perfumes. But here, March can either be super warm or like a typical spring day, or sometimes it can be extremely cold and winter like. So, because of that, I have perfumes that are very contrasting of each other, but I will get into them. Today I will share the perfumes with you one-on-one, if you know what I mean. The other times I just showed you the perfumes without my face, and I actually love the format, but a lot of you said, I want to see you describing the scents, so I think I will mix it up depending on my mood. But the first perfume I definitely am going to wear is the Wedding Silk Santal 36 by Kayali. And the good news is, from what I read, this is back in stock, and I think back for good. I don't think that this is going to be a limited edition anymore, which is such good news because this is for sure my favorite Kayali perfume they've ever created, especially because I like it so much, and also the performance is so good because I do like a lot of their perfumes, but they usually do not last on me that well. This one I can spray in the morning, and in the evening I can still smell it myself. Also, it has a great sillage. This reminds me of Maud Vanilla by Ariana Grande, but a lot more potent, refined, and elegant. The other one is just a tad bit more youthful and, as I said, a lot more light and airy, and does not have the performance that this one has. And also the other one doesn't have the fruitiness that this has. So definitely in the beginning, I get this juicy nectarine, but then it's all about like a sugared musk. It's almost like smoky, it's creamy, it's sweet from the praline, and the sandalwood makes it super creamy. And then also there is something about it that makes me think of something unisex, like almost, I cannot tell you what it is, but it reminds me of Dior Homme by Dior, which is my husband's favorite perfume of all time. The original one that has been discontinued, sadly. But it reminds me of that. And also it reminds me a little bit of Black Tie by Celine. So they have something in common that this reminds me of, which is what makes it super niche and luxurious and intoxicating to me. And I just discovered that fact a few weeks ago when I smelled it again. Maybe it's also because it has been aging in here, so maybe it developed that scent to me, but this is just so cozy, so comforting. It's a perfect bedtime scent, but almost too strong to be a bedtime scent. So I will definitely wear it in March. Okay, the next one I have to show you side by side because it's so funny. They are looking very much alike, but this one was first. This is Dama Bianca by Xerjoff. I have a small one, I have a bigger one. This is a super elegant, very niche-like perfume. A lot of people like it. To me, it is quite challenging. To me, it's not mass appealing. As I said, it's quite challenging. I haven't been wearing it a lot, which is why I want to put it on the tray, just because I want to wear my perfumes more. Or if I see that I do not reach for it, I'm gonna sell it or I'm gonna give it away. But this one reminds me of Cheirosa 40 by Sol de Janeiro. They are very much alike, but the other one is just a lot more easy for me to wear and a lot more creamy and smooth. And this one has something edgy and challenging about it. And I feel like it's the combination of all of those scents. Like there is kumquat, so it's quite fruity. Then there's lime, super sour. Then you have very, very elegant, classy lady florals, like the violet, the lilac, lily of the valley, and even a jasmine. Very sophisticated, more classy florals. And then there is this creamy vanilla mixed in with sandalwood. So to me, it pulls in a lot of directions, and I don't know if it's blended enough for me or if it works on my skin. I'm just not sure about it, but I will find out because I love the Cheirosa 40. I have to try it more. Then I still have Matte Blush by Ariana Grande on my perfume tray. It's just such a happy scent to me. And when I was in Spain, I had the, what is it called? Almond Blossom perfume from Floral Street with me. And to me, they almost smell identical. They also share some of the notes, but this is such a happy scent, and I do not know why it is rated so low. To me, it's all about the fruits. It's super juicy and fruity. I can definitely detect the passion fruit in here, which is such a fun idea. I never smell passion fruits in perfumes. First of all, it's not being used that much, but second of all, I think it's quite hard to really pull it out and to detect it in a perfume. But I, at least on my skin, really can smell the passion fruit in here, which is such a fun thing. And then you have the pear and the raspberry, making it so fruity. But then it's also floral with the magnolia, which is quite an elegant floral, as well as the rose, which makes it not as juvenile and young and youthful smelling as it could be. And to me, makes it so easy for me to also wear it. Like, I don't feel like I'm wearing a child's perfume. It's definitely not a very sophisticated perfume. It's fun, it's happy. It does have something in common with the Silk Santal. Maybe it's the musk and the sandalwood in here mixed with this creamy sweetness, but I love it. For the more cold and cozy days in March, I picked Pavlova from Jeanne Arthes. This is from the Tea Time à Paris collection. And this is such an underrated perfume. It's so incredibly beautiful. It's so yummy. It's so creamy. It's so fruity. It's so fun. Definitely reminds me of Matte Blush by Ariana Grande, but this has quite a powdery musk in there, making it a little bit more classy and sophisticated. And the other one is a little bit more happy and fun, but it still is very crisp, very fruity, and you definitely have the vanilla in there, making it quite sweet. And I don't really get like a rose note, but there is something in there making it a lot more elegant than the one before. I just love it. It doesn't have the best performance, but also these Jeanne Arthes perfumes are extremely inexpensive, so I don't mind. And I actually adore the packaging. I don't know if you know, but I do like fragrance mists. Let me know if you want me to do more videos on fragrance mists as well. But especially on cozy at home days or for bedtime, I grab my fragrance mists. And in March, I really want to test out Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter even more. This one is... This one is such a light scent. I'm not too sure if I want to get the full bottle, but I feel like I don't really get the full perfume experience. It's very weak, and also I can smell a lot of the alcohol in here. So I feel like I have to get the full bottle. It's hard for me to pick out specific notes. I can tell you it's definitely coconutty and creamy. There's definitely some florals in here, and it's sweet from the vanilla. But other than that, I cannot really tell because it smells very alcoholic, reminding me of the fragrance mist from Britney Spears that I got, which is called Private Show. They remind me of each other. I think they are quite alike, but then also both of them are fragrance mists with a lot of alcohol in there. I'm not too sure, but if I spray it on my clothes, the alcohol goes away and I can smell more of the creamy vanilla, and the coconut comes out, and I really want to wear this to bed and see if I'm getting addicted to it and if I have to get the full bottle. Also, a lot of people say that the perfume version smells a lot like Warm Cashmere by Clean. And so I was umming and ahhing about either getting this one as a perfume or the Warm Cashmere one from Clean. Let me know if you've tried both of them and which one you feel like is better or fits more my vibe. Next up we have Passione Eclat by Giorgio Armani. And this is the first C perfume in my collection. I smelled the original and I just wasn't wowed by it. And then I'm not too sure what happened, but I went into a perfumery and I smelled all of the Passiones, and this one grabbed my attention. And it's just the perfume DNA that I gravitate towards right now. And I feel like I also liked the, what was it called? Was it the one without Eclat? Just Passione? It was, I think it was also red, and a red bottle. That one was like a fruity milkshake to me. And this one reminds me of perfumes like Delina La Rosée, and florals like that, because there is rose in here, but it's a fun fruity rose. The blackcurrant fits it so good. A lot of times blackcurrant can be a little bit sour and cheap smelling. In here it just uplifts this rose and makes it so fun. Also, the white musk and the vanilla are just the perfect combination, making it very smooth and soft, and it just smells sophisticated and elegant. I love the bottle. It doesn't have a weak performance from what I can tell. I haven't been wearing it too much because it has been very cold here. An easy fragrance that is kind of attractive smelling. I feel like it's not like a very mysterious, sexy perfume, but still it remains attractive and beautiful. I'm very much looking forward to wearing it. Then we have one that I have been wearing secretly and I want to wear even more, and I really want to experiment with combinations, perfume combinations. So this is Orchidee Rouge, was my first Sora Dora perfume in a full bottle. And when I discovered the perfume house with the discovery set with you, I felt like this was my favorite, but I do have quite a lot of favorites from this perfume house. On my skin, it pulls right now, as of right now, it pulls quite different from what I just read out. To me, on my skin, what I smell is something very light and dry, almost like peppery, reminding me a bit of diptyque fragrances, but mixed in with some almondy, vanilla sweetness and a slight bit of creaminess. There's definitely some caramel. It's not very resiny, like there's elemi resin, benzoin. I don't really get that. I get caramel, almond milk. It's not very fruity as well, not very citrusy, on me at least. There is something in here that makes it quite dry. Maybe it is the resins actually, but a lot of times they're very warm and almost like dried fruits smelling, and in here it's so airy. Yeah, I just feel like it's such a unique niche scent that is still very easy for me to pull off and something that I don't have to think about. It just fits every occasion. When I was picking out the perfumes I want to wear in March, I saw this and I thought, I have to wear it again. Oh my God, this is so stunning. I mean, everything about this perfume is stunning. This is One Umbrella for Two by Floraïku. Just smells like blueberry muffins with blackcurrant sauce on top of it. And maybe the muffin is made out of rice flour or something. Because it has this puffed thing going on. It has something about like a tea thing going on, but it's also very yummy, very fruity, very delicious smelling. It's not a floral scent. It's all about like juicy fruits and almost this, like, as I said, like muffin kind of smell to it, like yeast or baked goods, basically. And you know what? I feel like this is what Creme Couture by Sniff should smell like, because on me, that one is very bready, not very jam-like. And this one, I think, is a lot better, I feel like. Another fragrance mist I want to continue to wear is 59 by Sol de Janeiro. I bought this a couple of weeks ago and you can see it's almost empty, like I'm down to here. And when I first smelled it, I thought it was pretty and it fit the bill, like it was exactly what I was looking for. But I thought then and there, I smelled something like that before, it's not very innovative. But then again, does it have to be? No, actually, to me, no. But then I went home, I sprayed it on in the evening, and I could not stop myself from spraying it every single night before I went to bed, sprayed it all over my pajama and me, and I just felt so cozy and so comforting, and it just put me in such a happy but sleepy kind of mood. I do wear it as a base a lot of times as well. I just love it. I do not really know what violets smell like, but I feel like it is a violet fragrance, because to me it is smelling very floral and powdery, and I think violets are supposed to smell very classy and quite powdery floral. It's very sweet. It's very smooth, like a lot of sandalwood in there. You have to like sandalwood, a lot of vanilla, and it's not like a masterpiece. I've never smelled something like that before. In fact, I have perfumes like it in my collection. Like I have this one which reminds me of it, is a lot more elegant and not as sweet. Also, I feel like Clean Skin does smell like it a lot, but then this one is just the amped up version of it. A lot more smooth and creamy for me, a lot more easy to wear and sweeter and just nice. It's just a nice scent, just like Matte Blush. Something I wasn't wowed by at first sight or at first sniff, but then I could not stop spraying it on and wearing it. And the last one is a brand new perfume in my collection. I just sprayed it on my hands once, so I haven't had a full day of wear with this one, but I'm so excited to try it out. This is Ibiza Nights by Carner Barcelona. It's so nice. It reminds me of my mom. My mom would love this perfume. If you want a clean girl perfume, this is it. This smells so floral, so clean, so fresh, but then it has the fruitiness, making it a lot more casual, but it's still not like a very juvenile, youthful, fruity scent. It's all about the florals for me on my skin. And the vanilla and the patchouli and also the benzoin I do not get on my skin. I feel like they're just there to anchor the perfume and make it a lot more long lasting. Still, when I tested it on my skin, it wasn't a beast. It was quite a light perfume, but I'm so excited to give it a try because you know I love my clean perfumes like J'adore d'eau or Coach Dreams. Those are perfumes I gravitate towards in springtime and in the summertime. I adore them, so I want to see if this is going to be in the same family and is going to be worn a lot throughout spring and summertime. These were all the perfumes I really want to wear in March. I will let you know, of course, which ones I wore, if I wore other perfumes. Let me know which perfumes you are going to wear or you want to wear in March, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!